Hi everyone, I'm back. I decided to go ahead and create another African princess. So I just wanted to start off by showing you how I create my silhouette. Well, I printed the silhouette off of the internet and I'm just going to actually trace her onto the foam board. So I just wanted to show you how I start. I just actually trace the silhouette onto the foam board like so. I'll just trace it all around and then I will go back and I will cut her out and I'll show you what she looks like when I'm done. Okay, usually here is the silhouette after I have cut her out. This is on the foam board. So usually what I do after I cut her out is I take this, which is a sandstone thingy, and I usually just smooth her out. Just kind of like smooth her out. If I have any rough edges, I try and it's kind of tricky though because it's foam board. If you're not careful, you can start like, see how her lips are? Like it'll start fraying. So I have to be careful when I do it. I don't do it hard. I do it like really light. Just kind of like go around so I can kind of smooth out the edges. So her head won't be so lopsided, although it really doesn't matter. I guess that's just how I like to do it. So this part is tedious because sometimes the head doesn't come out, or in this case, this is another one, the first one that I did. See how the black part is peeling up? So I don't know if I can salvage that or not. So what I'm going to try and do is just use this side. Hopefully, if I can. I don't know. So I'll come back and let you know what the next part is in just a second. I'm going to finish smoothing out the silhouette as best as I can before I start the next step. I would do another one. I don't know how many of these I'm going to play around with. I like the first one so much, so I decided to go ahead and do a different one with different colors. I know I want to do a royal blue and silver one, which is the very first one that I was going to do. But then I switched it to that red one. But now I want to do like white and silver. So whenever I decide to do the royal blue and silver, I may or may not add these. I don't know. This is my basket rather, of supplies that I use. And here is my, this is going to be my scarf, and I might incorporate these flowers somewhere, and these silver balls, and I don't know, I got this, don't know these, those are pretty, but I don't know, I got some other silver stuff. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I found the smaller zip ties that I was looking for yesterday and I couldn't find. But I had a disaster with those zip ties yesterday. So I might just do it like I did it yesterday or the other day, whatever day that was, and use the hot glue gun to keep it, to keep it down instead of using the zip ties. That just might work better for me anyway. So anyway, I will come back in a second. Okay, just so you guys know, how I get my the circle, I guess, like for her head, I usually just take a pencil and just use this. This is my wreath, and I just use the wreath as my guide, and I just draw a circle. I've already done it on here. If you can see it, like it's like right here, like this is the circle. I already drew the circle, so basically I just take the wreath and just go around like that with my pencil, and then I take my X-Acto knife and I just go around. This is the other tedious part to the whole thing, is getting your props together, you know, the silhouette, and then also to get the circle, which is the hair, I believe, for the silhouette. So I'll be back. Okay, so here is my circle. It's all cut out now. That's the hair. I am going to go around, all around, with my sandstone. Just go around it, all around it. See whether or not if I can smooth it out some. And I'll be back. Okay, normally when I am getting ready to use my glue gun, I try to make sure that I have several glue sticks ready, because for one, I've got a small glue gun and it goes really, really fast. I mean, like, they really go quick. This is the next step. I'm going to take the silhouette in the head. I'm going to position it where I think I want it. Maybe somewhere like that. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Maybe up a little. Maybe like that. Anyway, so I'll figure out how I want it to position it, or her head or her face, and then I'll glue it down with the hot glue, and I'll be back. Okay, one of the trickiest part to this next step is placing your wreath, the metal wreath, because once you put it, like some people use the zip ties, I'm gonna stick with the glue gun because I just think that it's more secure this way, because because this is foam board, zip ties tend to rip straight through the foam board, and to me that's just not secure enough. And I think some people do it both ways. They use the zip ties and then they go around the zip ties with the glue gun. So I'm just going to try. Now you put the hot glue over the flat part of the ring, the wreath. Like this part that's touching the board, don't put it up there because it's not going to secure anything. But this part right here is where you want to put the glue. Anywhere that it's touching the board is where you want to put it, because that's going to secure your frame to your silhouette. And remember, I was telling you how fast these glue sticks go? I mean, they go really fast. So I just have to try and keep them near. I'm probably using too much, but think I just like to be better safe than sorry, so it won't come up. I'm only gonna glue it where it's touching the board. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep going around the board until I get it all secured, and I'll be back. Okay, this is what it looks like now that the glue is dry. Now, so whoops, other one out the way. So now that the glue is dry, it is time for me to put the scarf on. So let's see. The scarf that I am using is a pillowcase. Now this part is tedious because I've got to line it up, I've got to play around with it, I've got to see where I want it, like how far I want it to come up, or you know, how far down I want it to go. And then I gotta mess with it, fold it in and take it around. That's, you get the gist of it. So this is what I'm going to be doing for the next step, is trying to position my scarf to see which way I want it to go, and yeah, I'll be back. Okay, this was very hard to do, but I think I've finally got her scarf where I want it. I used rubber band for the knot, used 2 of them. The last one I did, I was able to get it around 3 times, but this one for some reason is only going around twice. I've glued along her face so I can at least like hold the scarf down so it wouldn't move as much. Fix the back end of it, back part of it. So now all I have to do is, like, this is open, I have to cover this up, but before I do that, I'm going to use the stuffing for the hair. I'm just gonna take it, I like to fluff mine out actually, and kind of like put it in there, make it look like she's got hair, and I'll just push it down, and I'll keep doing that until I get it like full enough. And you can stuff it however much you want. You can make it seem like she has lots of hair and like really stuff it, and then once you're done stuffing it, you'll take your glue gun and you'll seal up the top part, and the back is basically going to also, the first one I did, I stuffed the back, but I think it makes it harder. It won't allow it to lay flat against the door, so it'll kind of stick out a little bit. So on this one, I think I will not put any stuffing in it, and I'll just glue this down once I get her the way that I want her. in the front, like completely glued in the front. I went on ahead and I glued this part to her face so it wouldn't keep moving while I was trying to do it. So I will come back after I have completed the stuffing and completed gluing this part up here. I will be back. So now that I have her hair in, so basically the stuffing in, and I've got her all sealed up from the front and even the back, as much as I could without pulling too much. Now that I have that done, the next task is to make this front part into a bow somehow. So I guess it's probably gonna keep on pulling if I keep doing it like that. All these frayed ends like this, you can tuck in and glue where you see fit. Like I'm gonna maybe fold this over like this, and then something I might do something like this. And then what I do is, once I get it to where I think I'm gonna like it, because this is actually the side that's gonna show, so once I get it to where I think I'm gonna like it, I start gluing it down with the glue gun, and then I can go from there and tuck and glue until I get it how I like it. So I will be back after I tuck and glue and get it the way I like it, and I'll come back to show you my knot. Okay, this is her bow. We've got it all glued, hot glued together the way I wanted it. And so far, that is how she's looking. So now it is time to put the ornaments on. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our ornaments, whichever one that you're going to use. Now usually I prep my ornaments before I start. However, I did not do that this time, so I'm going to do that off camera. But before I do that, I'm just going to show you what I normally do. So I take this part off. Oops. Because for some reason, for me, taking that part off, it allows the balls to sit better. Although I'm not gluing that down yet, so it's gonna roll around. So what I do is I just take them all off, and then I just put the balls on her head in just no particular order. I'm just gonna, put them down, and I have some bigger ones that I might position in there. I'll just take the glue and I'll put some on here like that, and then I'll glue it on, and I'll glue in between each one so the balls can stay on there. So the ornaments can stay on there. And that's how I'll do it. I'll do some, then I'll come back, show you progress, and then I will do some more. But just so the video is just not going on and on and on with me talking, and you see me prep the ornaments, I will be back after I have prepped all of my ornaments. Okay, so I'm taking the hot glue gun. I'm sorry. I'm putting glue here all around this part. And then I'm going to take it. I'm sorry, I'm off the camera. I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to place glue in between each of the opposite balls. I'm going to hold it there until it kind of like sets a little. Okay. And then I'm going to just pick up another one. Guess I'll do white. And go right here maybe. And so I'll just spray glue. And then like place it there. And put glue in between here and here. So they can connect each one. Then kind of hold it in place until it sets. It doesn't take long for it to set. You know, it's rather quick. All of these are so far in here. So I'm just going to keep on going around until I don't know. I don't know if I want another big one. You just got to kind of place them. You tuck, you know, want to kind of hide some of the, so you want to tuck stuff in. Yeah, maybe like that. Maybe like that. Okay, so I'll just keep doing that, and I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of how I was doing it, and I will be back. Okay, I am trying to position her. This is my newest queen. I cannot get, I couldn't put her in the regular spot because the lighting was just horrible. So I'm trying to let you guys get a better view of what I did. This is a silver and white. I added a little choker here. I thought that I was, it's like I can still see imperfections, but here she is, guys. I wish I could put her on the door like I had the other one, but she's not, the way the door is, and her face is actually on a different side than the other one. So her face, can't see that, I don't know. Anyway, I like how she turned out. I really do. I think I might add a diamond gleam earring. I don't know. But what do you guys think? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you like. Hit that bell so you'll know whenever I post more videos. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Okay, guys, so I added some bling to her ear. Not too sure how that's going to turn out. I don't know, but that's how it looks. It looks good from this point, but I have not sat her up yet, so I don't know whether or not if it's gonna stay, but we shall see. Okay, here is both of my beauty queens. I don't know how I got them on this door like this, but I took the bling off of the silver and white one because it didn't look right. Might have to try something different. I might still add it, but as for now, this is the finished product of my queens. The red and gold beauty with the gold lips and eyes. And then we have the silver and white with the silver choker and the silver eyelash and lip. I think I did a good job. So, okay, I think I'm going to do one more, maybe within the next couple of days. So again, if you enjoy my videos of my African princesses, please like my videos and subscribe below. Bye.